Namaste, my beautiful collective. I am so happy that you're here with me today. I want to send love and blessings to all of you and thank you for coming to my channel. If you like this channel, I want you to like, share, subscribe, comment. I love to hear your comments. We're going to be doing a pick a card reading for May. My card's got a little tossed up here. But we have them here. We have 3 piles for you to choose from. We have pile number 1, which is the pyrite. Pile number 2, which is the tiger's eye heart. And pile number 3, which is the rose quartz. I want you to take a deep breath with me. Focus on the pile that you resonate with the most. And we'll be right back with pile number 1. Namaste. Okay, for those of you that picked pile number 1 or the pyrite, this is going to be your reading for the month of May. So we're going to start off with the traditional tarot. Actually, it's the Light Seers deck. Let's see what we have. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Watching something grow. So this is a past energy card. You've been watching something grow now for a while, waiting for it to come to full growth or fruition. And you've had some kind of victory in some way with the 6 of Wands. But you might be emotional right now or in the recent past, coming into the present. There's been some, up and down energy, emotional, a little bit stressed out, maybe anxiety. Could have to do with the moon also. And yes, presently, you're coming out of it, but see, it's like overthinking, anxiety. Somebody whispering in your ear here. Let me get my... Somebody's whispering here in your ear, telling you things, maybe gossip, maybe, criticizing you, I get. And you see it's a group here, and it's almost like if you look in the background, this person's standing there with their hands up, like giving it up to God in a way. But it's in reverse, so I feel like you're coming out of this energy. But let me tell you something real quick, and I kind of channeled something the other day. And, it's when you're a psychic or you have the ability to read the room no matter where you go or read people, it can be very difficult at times, and you try to give people grace all the time. But there are people out there, and I giggle when people say, NPCs and stuff. We are in kind of a spiritual warfare right now. We really are. And if you look at the events that happen in the world right now, like with the Pope passing and what's his name, Schwab there, retiring, it can sound like conspiracy, but there's something behind it. There's something that's going on. And I think that adds to everybody's stress and anxieties. But honestly, I do readings all the time. I love my clients. I have wonderful clients. Once in a while, you'll get a client that's not a right fit. Or you'll encounter somebody in your life, whether it's through friends, somebody that you may have to deal with in your family, somebody that may be a neighbor, somebody that might be, part of your work group or whatever, or your colleagues. And it's almost like they're always, trying to drag you down in some way or make you overthink like this card. It's like they just... I kind of get like a soulless... Not that they're soulless, but there are some people out there, honestly. And if you look at some of these, people that are mass murderers and stuff like that, they're these people are, there's something wrong, maybe mentally, in the scientific way, if you think about this sick people. But they also, I feel like a lot of them are like soulless and they're born. And it's sad. Or they lost their soul somewhere along the way. And some people just reach their limit and snap, don't get me wrong. Sorry about my dog. He's going to prance around the entire house now because I'm on recording this. Please sit down. Sit down. At any rate. And he's still going to walk around. What I'm trying to get at is there are going to be people in your life that, and jealousy is a funny thing. Jealousy isn't about just looks and money. Jealousy can be about other things that, maybe you feel like you don't have anything for people to be jealous of. But I've noticed a lot that people can be very jealous when you're independent and you're intelligent about the way you handle your life. Some people will stay in toxic situations, in horrible, horrible marriages, in jobs, in a situation that does not benefit them because they feel like they're doing the right thing. And then on their deathbed or as they get older, they're like, why did I do that? When they look back and they, and I mean, we all have regrets in life. Don't get me wrong. We all have regrets. But a lot of times these people are jealous of what you have. It could be just peace, that you have peace in your life, and they're jealous. Or they're upset that they don't have it. But these are also the same people that aren't willing to take the steps to make that possible for themselves because they live in fear. And, we're in a society now, and an age, I should say, that we're trying to come out of this and be happy and peaceful and stuff. But there are always fear mongers. If you look at the news, I don't watch the news. I'll look at the headlines online. I never watch news. I haven't watched news, like a complete newscast, in years, in ages. It has to be at least 7 or 8 years now that I haven't. And even when I was watching it, I really wasn't watching it because I always knew that there was so much propaganda and lies and fear-mongering out there, and it still happens. So we have that not only externally, but a lot of times we have that in our life with other people. If it's not somebody trying to put you down, it's somebody that will try to give you unwarranted advice. And it's like, or somebody will just snap at you for no reason. You've been kind to them, but they'll just snap at you for no reason or be very, very nasty or aggressive with you for absolutely no reason. Understand that you're not the problem most of the time. They are. They have deep wounds. They have things they need to heal. They have, maybe they're having a bad day. Sometimes that happens. But if you notice something repetitive, it's a problem. And I see it a lot, and I see it a lot more lately, and I think it's because of all the external things that are happening in the world right now. But we are in a spiritual warfare. We are. There's no doubt about it. And whenever you feel like this, where you feel anxiety, a good thing to do is meditate and pray. Because you have to kind of cleanse this energy, ground yourself. You can go out to nature. I also have a grounding pad. They even have grounding sheets now, I think. I have a grounding pad that I kind of put under my desk during the day. And I just, while I'm home. I only work from the office occasionally. It's a couple of times a month. So I'm usually at home. So I put the grounding pad right under my desk, and it really helps me. But it's still not natural, and you still got to get out to nature. But I notice, a lot of people a lot of my clients under anxiety, they're always kind of worried about what's happening next, and that's why they come to me for advice. And the biggest advice I can give, we all deal with anxiety in one way or another, always. No matter how much you meditate, you ground, you pray, whatever, life is going to throw things at us from time to time that are going to cause us stress. It's inevitable. We're also in a spiritual warfare, like I said. So it's more stressful than maybe it was 10, 20, or 30 years ago. But sometimes you're just going to say, you know what? Let them be the way they are and move on in their life. Know that it's not you. Know that these people are either cowardly and they can't leave their life because they feel safe. They don't think that they're going to make it on their own. They can't detach from people, maybe because they feel like family obligations and stuff. And that can be true, but you can limit your time around a person. But they stay in these unhealthy situations, or they get out of an unhealthy situation, like through a breakup or whatever, and then they wonder why that person didn't care about them or why they did what they did. Instead of wondering why, let it go. Take some space for yourself. Take a month or two. Because the further away you get from that, the further away you get from the breakup, the bad situation, the layoff, the car breaking down, the, money problems, the health problems, the further you get away from that, and I know health problems you have to deal with, don't get me wrong, but the less you spend time thinking about it, and try to think positive and try to meditate and try to get yourself into a space, and it's hard sometimes, that gets you in a better place in life, that calms you, that soothes you. And you look at things like in a different way, okay? Say you look at your life and you look at it from another person's perspective and see what they would think about it. And you have to be honest with yourself. But you also have to be objective and see how you feel. You know what I mean? This energy just reminds me of that. I had to say that. I'm kind of going on a rampage here, and I want to get through this reading. But, just take some time for yourself sometimes. And not everything has to be a rush. Not everything has to be constant stress or anxiety or overthinking. And just realize and kind of give yourself credit that sometimes you're doing the best you can. And look at your life that way. And if you're not doing the best you can, then you have to make plans to try to do that. That's all. Because we worry so much about what other people think, what other people do, how other people react, that it causes us to have reactions in our own body. So anyway, that message was for somebody. We have the Ace of Wands, creative new beginning in some way for you in the near future, immediate future. The Sun, the happiest card in the deck. And we have the King of Swords. This is typically Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Doesn't have to be. Somebody that's, they might be polite, but they're blunt. They're very just. And they may be helping you somehow. And you might also get messages from this person in the month of May. This is somebody very important. But they're going to bring someone flying. They're going to bring happy news into you as well. So I see lots of happiness, lots of beautiful news coming in. Could be from them. Maybe they'll offer you something in the future. Now it's time to put my glasses on. We have the Spirit Animal deck. We have the Moss Spirit, Surrender Now. And number 39 may be significant. And I feel like that's got something to do with the anxiety. You just have to, whoever I'm speaking to, it's very important. They just need to let it go, in some way. Find an outlet for it. Find a way, because even though you're coming out of it, I feel like you'll come out of it faster if you really just do that, Just stop stressing out about things. You might have been undergoing a lot of stress. With the moon and this card together, I feel like overwhelming anxiety. That's what I was getting. And I mean, there are people out there that are just, they live the safe way. They don't want to take any chances. They won't move. They won't do things for themselves that are out of the norm. And they'll pick on other people sometimes because they're just so miserable within themselves. Don't let these people get to you, whoever I'm speaking to. All right, so we have the Archangel Michael cards. We have the Astara. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and don't compromise. I didn't get timing. So we have 19 and the King of Swords here for timing. 1 and 9 is 10. I get 10 days on this, whatever this is. And then we have the Archangel Messages cards. Spread your wings. Archangel Ariel. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Goddess Guidance card. I'm leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. Maybe you've just been afraid, like I said. Maybe that's what the message I've been trying to channel. And then we have Earth Magic, which is grounding. We were just talking about that. Tree. That's pretty self-explanatory. We have Moonology. You're very close to achieving your goal. Gibeus Moon. We have the Ask Angels. Communicate clearly. Maybe you've been afraid to speak up in some way, I get. It's possible. Then I have the Shaman's Dream Oracle and 3 of my homemade oracles, and we'll do some charms. We have July. We have somebody that's been very smug, maybe with you. And we have something happening within 1 month. And then the Shaman's Dream Oracle is deep, quiet, meditation, again, another thing I said, and stillness. 11 may be significant in some way to you. Maybe you're seeing 1111. I'm going to get my charms over here. I'm going to shake them up. Try to do it away from the recorder. Okay. I want to make sure you can see it, so we're going to put it up here. We have the tree. Looks like a Christmas tree. We have a spoon. We have an angel wing. 3 hearts. Angel wing. We have a little bow here with a crystal in the middle. We have a bell. And we have a twist tie. So, something may have happened around Christmas, the holidays, because we have like the bell and the tree. Also, this could be wedding bells. Maybe you're getting married. Maybe you're coming out of a marriage. Something has to be tied up here. Like tying up loose ends in some way. I have 3 hearts here. This could be like a third-party situation, but this also could be 2 people or 3 people that just love each other very dearly. We have a spoon being spoon-fed information, also spooning, like in romantic spooning, cuddling. We have the angel wing, which to me is divine protection. And we have the bow. So you might be getting dressed up for a fancy event, some kind of formal or formality happening for you. And pile number 1, that is your reading for the month of May. I hope you enjoyed. Sending love and blessings to you all. If you like this channel, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you so much. Okay, if you chose pile number 2, which is a tiger's eye heart, this is going to be your reading for the month of May, or whenever you see this. So we're going to start off with the traditional, or the light, I should say the Light Seekers Tarot. We have the Fool. You may have just recently took a leap of faith in some way. In the past. You also may have been close to, like a cliff or that kind of area, or the ocean. The King of Cups in reverse. King of Cups upright is typically a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Somebody that is a very loving man, male energy. Typically, it's all energy. Very supportive, emotional. But in reverse, it's like the negativity about it. They might be kind of like over emotional. They might be a little hot-headed. They may be like having that type of artistic temper, you know what I mean? Just really short-fused, a sense of entitlement, that type of thing. A little bit lazy, or, negative water signs tend to be very clingy or possessive and jealous. So you might have been dealing with that. Maybe you took a leap of faith with somebody, or maybe, and if this could be the person that you took the leap of faith with, this is past energy here. And you could have been very jealous in the situation too. Maybe you felt insecure. Could be. Or this could be somebody that you met and you walked away from it, or they walked away from you, one or the other. With the 8 of Cups. So you left the situation, and this was recent, was the recent past. And then we go to the present energy, and you're just taking a break. You're getting some rest, you're healing your heart over here. You just don't maybe not feel like socializing right now, just kind of in your little cocoon here, or a nest. Just keeping to yourself in some kind of way. And you may be the Empress. Empress energy is like the Queen of Queens. You may also be expecting a baby. Or you're very creative, or you're about to birth something creatively. Very loving, beautiful, beautiful energy with this. And I get this is you. Maybe you're doing the healing right now so you can become this, and then maybe have children, or create something really beautiful in your life. And then the near future, a passage away from difficulties. 6 of Swords. So you're moving away from whatever happened in the past that you walked away from, or somebody walked away from you. You're moving away from that energy. You're done with it. And then we have the Ace of Cups, which is typically a new beginning in love. That's very beautiful. And we have 8 hours, 8 days, 8 weeks. I get 8 weeks with this. So probably something, whenever you see this, I get like the end of June, really moving away from energies when this will all transpire for you. but you're really working on getting healed, so you'll be coming into this Empress energy. So now we have some oracle cards. I have the spirit animal deck. The hawk spirit, number 32, could be significant. Let spirit be your guide. Then we have the archangel. Don't mind my creaky chair. I have to put some 3-in-1 oil, or just every time I move in it. Can you hear it? Patience. Now is the time to learn and study and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future, you will synthesize your knowledge into action. So maybe while you're healing right now, maybe you're learning different things, or you're just learning things about yourself. And then we have the archangel messages. Overcoming difficulties. Archangel Jeremiah. The worst is now behind you, and you're surmounting any previous challenges. That's a pretty card too. You see how that just soaring up into the air. And that's what I get, like you're healing. You're presently healing, so you can come out in this beautiful Empress energy. It's all energy, male, female, whatever you resonate with. It's just the energy that these cards give. Goddess Guidance card. Guinevere, true love. The romantic strings to your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Earth magic. Completion. So you've completed some kind of a cycle in the way. Full moon. Or you will, maybe during the next full moon, you'll complete this cycle. Moonology. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So you will be very lucky in the future here. You have luck with you. Ask angels in the near future. So something is going to happen in the near future when it comes to this new beautiful love coming in, this passage away from difficulties, this Empress energy. It's all coming into you. And then I have 3 of my homemade and the Shaman Stream Oracle. We have September. It could be significant. A long trip or voyage. And something is hidden. So something still may be hidden that you don't know about, but I don't feel like it's a negative hidden. I feel like it might be a surprise for you. And then we have the Shaman Stream Oracle, which is Skybridge. Pot 47 could be significant. Possibility for union. So let me shake up the charms. Okay, we have the Shamrock earring here, which to me is luck. We have this ring from Jamaica with Tanzanite, something very rare coming to you. You may get a ring. We got this in the last pile too. This is funny how it came out twice. Something needs to be tied up in your life. Tying up loose ends. A button, something might have to be buttoned up too. Something from the past. And then we have this snowflake. Snowflakes are rare. Everyone is different. I feel like you have this beautiful and unique energy that's going to come forth with that Empress card. It's just going to bring so much into your life. So pile number 2, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I want to send love and blessings to you all. If you like this page, please like, share, subscribe. Sending love and blessings to you. Have a wonderful month. Okay, last pile number 3. Those of you who have chose the rose quartz, this is going to be your reading for the month of May, or whenever you see this. Let's start off with the Light Seers deck. My squeaky chair, we have the Devil in reverse. So there may have been some kind of addictions. There could be anything like that. Some kind of, addictions can be anything. Some kind of choice, or maybe you went down the wrong path in the past. But it's the past energy, and you've also come out, or you're coming out of this energy. We have the Queen of Cups. This could be you or somebody else. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, very positive, very loving, nurturing person, very like a motherly type energy, doesn't have to be. This could be you, this could be somebody else you know. That's just very affectionate, nurturing, just like the ultimate loving mother. It's just a beautiful energy. It's like you look at life through the lens of love, and you are very compassionate and caring about people around you in your life, whether it be friends, family, co-workers, acquaintances. You just care about everybody. And then we have past going into the present, the Nine of Cups in reverse. So maybe you had some kind of a wish, because Nine of Cups is the wish card, but it just didn't come true. Or it didn't come through all the way for you. So you might be a little disappointed about it, or, kind of bummed that it didn't come through, but let's keep looking at the cards here. We have Judgment. So there's some kind of judgment, and judgment is really about, it's like the ultimate karma. If you did good in life, then, your soul is set free. If not, you have to receive the karma. So that's basically what it is. And I feel like there's, maybe judgment. I get that more in a broad sense than a narrow sense. In pile number 1, I really talked about, other people judging people and people that come into your life. I don't want to get into the whole thing again. But if you watch pile number 1, I had a big spiel at the beginning about, people that are just, can be jealous of you, but not jealous of looks or money. Maybe you don't have that, maybe you do. But they could be jealous that you're just peaceful. Or they're jealous that you're alone and they're in a horrible, unhealthy marriage or situation. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like, and people can, because of their negative energy, it's almost like they send evil daggers at you. We're in a spiritual warfare, but nonetheless, judgment will be served. Just like justice. But this is judgment. This comes from a higher force. So to me, that's like really karma. Okay. And then going into the present into the future, or in the present, the Lover. So there may be a choice you have to make. Could be with lovers too, or you meet somebody new that you're going to really fall in love with. And have a solid foundation, a beautiful, strong love situation. A lot of people say twin flames. Twin flames is a kind of a rare thing to me. I see it differently, but like a soulmate energy, somebody that you want to be with. It's not going to be complicated. And then the present going into the future. And yes, you're healing your heart in some way. Maybe in the past you dealt with a third-party situation with that Devil card. And that is being dissolved too. So maybe this is a past relationship coming back. And third parties can be anything. They don't have to be another romantic partner. They can be family, friends, co-workers, work. They could be sports. They could be gaming, anything. It's just like an addiction almost. A third party is something that comes between you and another person. It's not actually, doesn't have to be a person. It could be things as well. But whatever that energy is, that's leaving. It's going away. And then the final card is justice. So not only are these people going to be judged or whoever, for good or bad, also justice is going to be served in the end here. Maybe because you didn't get what you wanted. You feel this beautiful Queen of Cups here. And as far as timing, I get 3 weeks because justice is number 11. So that would be 3 and 11 and 3. I still get 3 for some reason. I know justice is the 11th card. But for whatever I get 3 weeks, it could be 3 to 5 weeks. Just say that. Spirit animal deck is, it's my dog. That's my dog that you heard prancing around if you've been watching the whole video. Number 19 could be significant. I have basically the same dog. Mine's a Bernese Mountain Dog, but it's very similar looking to this dog. Be loyal to what you love. And maybe that was a problem in the past, was loyalty. And then we have the Archangel Michael card, Shanti. I am the angel of peace, and I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. A very peaceful card. I love the colors, and it's so pretty. And then we have the Archangel Messages card, which is prioritize. Archangel Metatron. Focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. We have the Goddess Guidance, which is Coventina. Purification. It is time to cleanse. It is time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. Maybe you've just really, kind of went through it, especially with that Devil card at the beginning. And then we have Earth Magic, effortless waterfall. So something will be very effortless in the future. You won't have to try. You don't have to get back at anybody. You don't have to do anything like that. It will happen on its own. And that's the best way to handle it anyway. Because revenge might seem sweet or whatever, but, you cause yourself more karma that way. Kind of nice to sit back and watch it all. Whatever has to happen, happen. And not gloat about it. Because when you gloat, you also put that karma back on yourself. Moonology. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. We are in Taurus season. And then we have the Ask Angels card, which is look for a sign. So signs can be in music, animals, the sky, number plates, numbers, watching a movie or a show and somebody says something that really hits home. Those are signs to me. Always. And they could be anywhere. All right, we have the 3 homemade cards, and then I have the Shaman's Dream Oracle for the end. We have 3 to 6 months. We have the letter E and something in the summer, which would be the beginning of 3 to 6 months. Shaman's Dream Oracle is repairing the veil, forgiveness. Number 45 could be significant. There's some sort of forgiveness that has to happen for you. Even if it's forgiving yourself. And sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes we have to forgive ourselves in order to move on in life. So let me do some charms. Close out the reading. There's a bit. Get a couple more here. Okay. Let's see. We're all stuck together here. So we have the crown. Somebody could treat you like royalty. Or some kind of crowning moment, I get. We also have the cross here. Or the crucifix. Actually, it's a crucifix. So, divine protection. We have the sun charm here. Sun is the happiest card in the deck. I just get like sun, summertime, something to do with the summer. We have the key. You have the key to something here. And it also has a crown. So something very important or highlighted is coming in for you. And then we have the hummingbird. You might see them. I don't know if you can see it. You might see them. Birds also are messengers. And hummingbirds, you always see them, they go after something sweet. So sweet messages coming in, I get. And pile number 3, I hope you enjoyed this meeting. This reading. And if you like this channel, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I love to hear your comments. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box. And I want to send all of you love and blessings for the month of May or whenever you see this. Namaste.